Hi ladies, I'm just going to give you a bit of help on your pencil topper. I'm really hoping that you've already looked at Mr. Holmes's basic videos on using Tinkercad. You can actually look at videos on the internet to help you do different things. That's what I've done. I didn't know how to use it and I've learned it over the lockdown period. Why I want you to have a go at this is so that when we come to GCSE and you're making your final product, then you can actually use 3D printing facilities to print things, and you will have had a practice of using this software. So the task was to make a pencil topper. Now you might have had a go at designing your pencil topper, and obviously it's got to fit onto the top of the pencil. So whatever shape you're going to 3D print, there has to be a hole underneath on the bottom to be able to fit onto your pencil. So the first thing I'm going to do is pick up a box like that, a solid box, and drop it onto the work plane. Now if you look at your mouse, some of you have got a mouse that's got a wheelie button, and that's quite handy because you can wheel in and out to sort of zoom in to see what you're drawing. There are other ways of doing that. You can select your box. I'm thinking most of you know how to do this anyway, and you can make it bigger or smaller. But it's not necessarily making it proportionally big and smaller as I'm moving it around. So I'm going to go to the undo button, which takes me back to where I started. Now if you actually press the shift button on your keypad, then you can go to one of the corners and you can make it proportionally bigger. Can you see that? So I'm going to make mine, I think 28 by 28 millimeters, and then I'm going to let go and click anywhere on the screen. Now actually I want to make it a bit taller, so I'm going to go to that button. Look, can you see it makes it taller, and it takes it up taller, so it's whatever size I want it to be. That's the sort of size I'm going to have. So I'm imagining that my pencil topper is just a boring red cube. Hopefully yours are going to be a bit more interesting to look at, but this is just for me to show you how to put a hole on the bottom so it fits onto your pencil. The next thing I'm going to do is take a cylinder, a hole cylinder. Can you see that? That's just a hole. And again, I'm going to make it 10 millimeters in diameter and 15 millimeters high. So to do that, I'm going to go to that corner button, hold the shift button on my keyboard. So that's a really important thing of holding the shift button on my keyboard. And then I can make it whatever size I want it proportionally. So I'm going to make it 10 millimeters in diameter. 10, scrolling in there, like that. I'm clicking anywhere on my screen and leave go of the shift button on my keyboard. And I can sort of scroll in to see it if I want to. It's making that look massive now. You can see that that looks like a really big cube to stick on my pencil topper, so I might make that smaller in a minute. If I click on top of it, I can use this button to make it taller. So I'm going to make it a bit taller so my pencil fits in. I'm going to make it, I think get it 20 would be perfect. There you are, 20. I'm going to go to my box now and make that a bit smaller, holding onto my shift key. I think it looks too big for my pencil topper, but I might make it a bit taller. And that'd be perfect. Now I want to put that hole inside my plastic or drawn 3D printed plastic shape. So to do that, I just pick it up like so and take it over. Now I might not have explained this, but if you actually just put your cursor over the top of your hole and click the left hand mouse button, you can pick it up and move it, and it will just fit inside there. Now if I click anywhere on the screen, I don't know where it is inside there, and I want to make it centrally, exactly in the center of it, symmetrically. So to do that, I'm going to select the box and make it a hole so I can see inside, and then I'm going to roll out and then just take the mouse button, has to be on the work plane when you do that, and then you'll get this red little sort of dotted line, and you can select two things together. And then I can go to the align button, this one here. This is a new button maybe you haven't used. There's videos on how to use the align button on YouTube if you just look. And I'm going to click on the align button, and I'm going to click on this one. Look, it's going to take it to the center, and this one, and then click anywhere off my screen. And if I use my right hand mouse button, I can sort of look underneath it. Look, it looks exactly in the center. I'm very happy with that. So what I'm going to do now is, once something is inside like this, it's really hard to select just the inside piece. I can only select the outside. So I'm selecting the outside and I'm making it a solid colour. If you look upside down under it, you can see there's a hole in the middle, but it's not actually, those two are separate things. So we're going to group them together. And once we group them together, you'll have a hole made inside your pencil holder. So select the whole thing again like that. And then this is a new button for you maybe. It's called Group. You see it comes up as Group when you hold your cursor over it. And you click on it and it groups the whole thing together. So I'm going to click anywhere on the screen and then you can see there's a hole inside it. So that's how you put a hole inside your pencil topper, exactly the right size.